might wonder what the schoolyard game has to do with computer science.
Có bạn nào giúp tôi nữa? Rồi tờ 90.
Well, the turtle and the rabbit are both computer icons that these grade 4 students have to make move by remembering the correct codes. From the schoolyard, it's into the computer lab, where today's lesson is put into practice. Students like 10-year-old Nguyen Boy Min Tu are using a program called Tell Turtle to learn how to write code.
I think this class is really interesting. I'm not only learning the lesson, but I'm practicing it too. I'm playing games and having fun, but I'm also learning.
For decades, people in Danang have worked mostly with their hands. Production is slow and low. But the government here has a vision for change. On the other side of the city, 18-year-old Liu Zhao Chu is working with algorithms, complex mathematical equations used for writing computer commands. He's in a specialized program that only accepts 25 new students a year. After a day in the classroom, Hải spends several more hours doing exercises at home.
Khá nhiều khó khăn. Việc học nắm vững.
The theory that we're taught in class isn't enough. I need to train myself to think logically, to think about the exact algorithms. And when I master that skill, I'll feel a lot more confident.
The computer science program at Haiao's high school is only for select students who've done exceptionally well in mathematics. Haiao's mother says his skills showed early on.
He came home from kindergarten one day and drew on the wall that 13 plus 17 equals 30. I asked him, "How do you know that?" He said he remembered that 3 plus 7 equals 10. So from that, he figured out the sum of 13 plus 17. That was only when he was in kindergarten.
Haiao's family moved to Danang so he could attend the prestigious school. They hope studying there will give him the skills to get a good job in the IT field. And it all fits into the government's goal to change the country's existing agricultural economy into a know-how economy.
And so Vietnam is banking on IT and high technology to bring on rapid economic growth. While there are only a few schools like this one that have a specialized IT curriculum, the government has now made computer classes mandatory in schools all across the country.
The goal is to create an army of computer science programmers. At the High School for the Gifted, grade 10 students are taught the skills to develop apps for mobile devices.
Có được vì hàng năm là trường mình tổ chức thi tiên học trẻ.
Every year we organize a contest for young software developers, and we have a variety of entrants. For instance, software for parents to monitor their children's whereabouts from their mobile phone. That's one example. My students won a lot of prizes, such as the National Prize for Computer Science, the Golden Gloves for Computer Science, and many others.
The initiative began in 1992. Danang has been teaching computer science here for the past 10 years.
Vì vậy cái yêu cầu của học sinh này rất là cao.
It takes a very long time to make a lesson plan for the whole year because the requirements of the students are very high. The material I learned in university provided me with very basic knowledge about computer science, but as a teacher, I must research more in order to teach these students.
It's an experience shared by grade 4 and 5 teacher Min Ti-Mo, but unlike Danang, she doesn't have a computer science degree, so teaching IT meant she had to learn it herself first.
I read computer books I got from the library, friends, and colleagues. I also studied material from the internet and summarized the major ideas to put in the lessons.
Nguyen uses prompts and games to explain her logic to her students. Her lesson plan has been recognized by Danang's Ministry of Education as one of the best in the country. And by the time her students graduate, there will be jobs for them in the IT sector. Private investors see much more than just potential in Danang. They're developing a new IT park that they hope will become the Silicon Valley of Southeast Asia. The president of the development project says Danang's strong computer education programs have caught the attention of overseas firms.
The last 5 years, Danang ranked #1 in ICT index of the nation, surpassed Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi. Ranked #1 in IT manufacturing. Right now, all the big corporations like IBM, Cisco, Intel, KDDI, Mitsui, they already came here. they already conduct their feasibility study and they show the strong interest in investing here in Danang.
This US-owned company has already set up in Da Nang and has hired a team of local programmers to develop apps for Apple and Android devices. Among them is Liu Zhao Chu, who graduated from Da Nang's High School for the Gifted in 1999.
It gave me solid base in computer science and taught me how to think logically. So when I first started working here, I had the confidence to do this job on my own and figure out problems without having to ask someone else.
Mu Hai-ao hopes to follow a similar path.
The most interesting thing about this is the programming language. Writing the code requires a certain logic. But what I enjoy most is thinking creatively and merging that with logic to write the code for the software.
Becoming a successful developer requires a combination of imagination and skills, and Vietnam is hoping its computer science programs will prep young people like Hai-ao for a bright future that will put the country on the map as Asia's IT hub. For Assignment Asia, I'm Liu Zhao Chu in Danang, Vietnam.